If you would please remain standing and join with Cadet Airman Brian Nard as he recites our Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as we hear the alma mater from Hope, followed by the alma mater of the Arkansas High Razorbacks.
1, 2, 3,
goes in motion.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
Razorback fans, stay on your feet and help the Arkansas High cheerleaders and the Arkansas High Red Line as they call the Hogs.
Oh, come on.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Each year in the United States, about 264,000 women get breast cancer and 42,000 women die from the disease. Men also get breast cancer, but it is not very common. About 1 out of every 100 breast cancers diagnosed in the United States is found in a man. Most breast cancers are found in women who are 50 years old or older, but breast cancer also affects younger women. Other than skin cancer, breast cancer is the most common cancer among American women. You should talk with your doctor about your risk of breast cancer and your need for screening tests. UAMS Winthrop P. Rockefeller Cancer Institute offers a patient navigation program that can help you schedule appointments for screening tests, follow-up visits, and other care recommended by your doctor. The UAMS team is dedicated to taking a stand against cancer. You do not need to receive care at UAMS to participate in the free program. To learn more about the program, you can call them at 1-855-596-3691 or email at coe@uams.edu. This time, we'd like to tell you that if you support loved ones or friends who have tackled breast cancer, stand up and be recognized.
Five sound ready, please. Thank you.
Thank you. We'd like to thank the Chicken Express for once again feeding the press box tonight and throughout the football season. The senior class is doing a split the pot raffle drawing, which will be held at halftime. The table is set up under the stands. If you're interested, it's $5 a ticket. The senior class also selling peanuts. All proceeds go towards the 2024 senior prom.
Able to start today, and I'm going to introduce you to Kate Willis. Downtown Hope were packed with numerous members.
Bradley goes in motion. Cool, quick pass.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
All right, good evening and welcome back to another week of Hope Bobcat football. I'm here with Coach Ricky Rhodes. We are here in Arkansas High, home of the Razorbacks, as they are running out of the hog. You know, we're getting ready for the Battle of the Bridge, is what they say. We're getting ready for that battle tonight, Coach.
Oh yeah, I'm looking good for the Bobcats. So it's the one we can get. Gives a little time to get started here, but gotta get off to a quick start tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's talking about how it's going to be another high-scoring game. I know they said it was last year. Put up almost 100 points total. Um, but I don't know, man. Our defense, I think, is a lot better this year than it was last year.
Yeah, we started out early in the season, and man, we was playing lights out. But had some stiff competition, and kind of made us look not real good.
Yeah, we had arguably one of the toughest schedules coming out like the past few weeks. Played with some of the top schools in the state and the conference. But we're looking to get back tonight, looking to get that extra win tonight, go to 3-6.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, the Bobcat defense has played good football all year, and looking forward, being led by KD Gully and Jalen Staggers and Warren Ortiz. I mean, we got a good starting lineup, so it's gonna be interesting tonight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be up to that front line first and foremost. I think we're going to have to these last few weeks. Like I said, we've been playing these guys that are just absolutely inhuman. They're just so big, fast, and strong. But we're looking to get right back into the groove. It's going to be up to that front line on both sides of the football, get us into this game. As we are kicking off, Arkansas High starting off this game. First and foremost, I want to thank Burke and Walker. You can always count on Burke and Walker to assist you with your tax and bookkeeping needs. Also, Dime Bank, the natural choice for community banking. Yeah, Coach, we're kicking the ball off to start this half. I like it.
Oh yeah. I think our chances are real good tonight. The Bobcats, I was talking to some of the players today, and they're excited about being here and taking that trophy back home with us.
I agree. It's a big time game right here for both sides. For Arkansas High to get, if they get this win, they'll move positive above 500, 5-4. But we really need this win right here. As we get a short kick, keep it on the ground, and he will be tackled out of bounds right at about the 35-yard line.
Number 7, Cameron Walton pushed him out of bounds right at about 35.
I think that is a flag. I can't tell if that was a flag or a towel, but that will be a flag.
And this Bobcat defense being led by KD Gully. Man, I tell you, we got some outstanding players there on one Ortiz, Donovan Jones, Staggers, Cindy Ross, the defensive end, and Corey Armstrong, another defensive end, along with Richard Cunningham, Noah Cheatham in the secondary, Cameron Carrigan, Kobe Scott, and Cameron Walton at safety.
Yeah, really solid defensive lineup for us right now. We're locked in, but it's a different game, so we're looking to get locked in even more this game.
Oh, and we have an infraction on the first play of the ball game.
Yeah, and after there was I think there was a holding call against the receiving team, brought it back to the 20, but now it looks like it's going to be a penalty against the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think the Bobcats are a little excited about trying to get to these boys tonight.
I agree. I don't blame them, Coach. After this tough stretch we've had these last few weeks, trying to get back into the game. Looks like we're showing blitz. First play of the game. I like it. I like putting pressure on a young quarterback.
The Bobcats in a 3-3 front.
Shows blitz, backs up. They're going deep. First play of the game, and that will be caught, but he stepped out of bounds.
Wow. I tell you, right out the door, they threw the bomb for a completion.
It's going to be a first down for the Razorbacks on the other 41-yard line.
And then the hurry up mode as well.
Yeah, I think they're getting set up. Probably going to stay in some of the same formation the most of the night, and the quarterback is going to get the play from the sideline as they throw a little screen pass. The left side of the field, good for about 4 yards.
And Cameron Walton comes up to make the stop from the safety position.
It's going to be a pickup of 8 as it's 2nd and 2.
But I tell you, Bobcats got to get off their feet and just really start applying to the football.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be up to this front line to get back there and put some pressure on them. That's going to be outside zone. They got good blocking out there. Is that will be good enough for a first down right at about the 20 where he was tackled.
Yeah, Warren Ortiz from the outside linebacker spot came for major tackle.
First and 10 on the 21.
Oh, like Arkansas High is making a change in the backfield right in the middle of the play.
They're going deep for the end zone, and that will be batted away, but a couple flags coming in. As I believe they're going to try to call defensive pass interference.
I think that's Noah Cheatham on the coverage. An excellent job of blocking that ball to make sure he can't catch it.
That was a great job. And they're going to call pass interference. I thought it was a great play. It didn't look like much contact from where we're sitting.
No.
Uh, but he could have been holding the arm down. You can't really see that from up here, but it didn't look like much contact. But they're going to call pass interference. It's going to be a 10-yard gain. So it's going to be an automatic first down, 1st and 10 from the 11. Going to be another outside zone run by the running back. Missed a tackle, and he's going to run into the end zone for a Arkansas High touchdown.
I tell you, at running back, they seem to have pretty good speed. He's pulled away from my linebackers. Then I think it was Richard Cunningham, the nose guard, running on the pursuit.
Yeah, number 7, I think that's Cheatham, or I mean Walton, excuse me. Number 7 was the safety, came up and tried to hit him in the ankles, but he just jumped over him and just took off after that. Yeah, both these running backs for Arkansas High looks like they're going to run outside a lot, so we need to worry about keeping our defensive ends and our outside linebackers on outside containment for sure. Turning back up into our two big linebackers.
Yeah, I think they're going to pitch that ball to the guy because he seemed to be pretty fast.
Yeah, and that's what I would do if I had a couple speed threats in the backfield. Definitely just try to get the outside as fast as possible, and that's what they did right there for those last two runs. So it's 7-0, Arkansas High over Hope Bobcats. As Hope gets ready to take the ball. Get a couple of our game sponsors in today. We got River Valley Tractor, your local Kubota dealer. Also, Farmers Bank and Trust, easy banking for busy living. Visit myfarmers.bank.
But Bobcats kickoff return team is on the field. It's
Yeah, we're having some difficulties in the booth up here. We got some fogging in the windows, so we're trying to get y'all numbers as quick as possible, as well as names for both teams. It's like we're in the onside little setup right here, as they would just squib it, and we called for a fair catch, and
the flags are coming in.
that should
Yes,
definitely be a flag, as Arkansas High just ran right over our receiver right there from the fair catch.
I believe that was Jay Monk on the reception on the kickoff.
Well, he popped right back up. He's used to taking some hits.
Oh yeah.
In these last few weeks, he took a couple hits and still caught the ball, ran it for touchdowns. I'm looking for a big game tonight for Monk. I know Zion Brown's back. I know that's going to move him back to the basically the third target on this offense. But I'm still looking for a big game for Monk. I know Patterson loves to throw to him. Um, he's reliable. He catches the ball most of the time. Looking for a big connection with Isaac Love as well. Also, Lindsey from the backfield. Looking for another big game as he was kind of slowed down last game. Looking for a big game from Lindsey from the backfield.
Well, Tyler's been getting better every ball game, so we
Absolutely.
can expect good things from Tyler Patterson.
It's going to be a little handoff to Lindsey.
Lindsey
He
right
has
up the middle.
plenty enough for a first down. That's a good gain of 15 on the play. First and 10 for your Bobcats. As Lindsey just took that right up the middle. They pulled excuse me, they probably looked like they pulled both guards, coach.
Yeah, that's just the account of trade. They're putting the guard and the tackle, and one's kicking out, and the other's turning up. And Lindsey had plenty of room to run.
What I like seeing out of Lindsey is his patience and then his explosiveness off the patience. He waits for his blocks to get in there and he just explodes off the ball. It's really hard to tackle someone like that as they do the same play, and I don't blame them. As Lindsey gets a good gain of about 4 or 5 on the play.
Well, I think that the best thing about that play that on that particular play was they got to the second level and forced the linebacker to make the tackle. So that if we get that tackle to turn up and get his head on the right side, we can we're going to the house right now.
They can absolutely square those shoulders when you pull and get in the fill. When you fill that gap in, you want to square them shoulders to whoever you're blocking. That way, especially our big guys. We got some big guys up front. You just square your shoulders on whoever you're blocking. You'll drive them wherever you want them.
Tell you what, the Bobcats is moving the football.
Absolutely. Second and 7 as Lindsey took that for 3 yards. And it's going to be a timeout for Arkansas High. 8 minutes and 53 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Arkansas High leads your Hope Bobcats 7-0.
I think it's going to be a real interesting ball game. I think it's going to come down to who makes the first mistakes and who's in better shape.
Absolutely. It's going to be a real wet one tonight. It's been raining off and on. going to be a real wet night. We just want to make sure we keep these players safe as possible on this wet football field. But yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a pretty high scoring game. Whoever stops who first is going to win this football game.
Yes. Well, like I say, our defense have played good football this year. Hopefully we can get energized and have a better showing in the last series.
I agree. I think what it's going to come down to is who's better. Who's going to beat you man to man. That's going to be the key of this game. I don't think we should sit in the zone like we've tried to against these tougher teams. I think now we're back in our groove. We need to try to man them up.
So the Bobcats come out with a tight end, Isaac Love putting a tight ends part with Jay Monk split to the right.
I like it. I don't know if I'd put Love there though, unless they're gonna try to do a little check down dump pass type of thing up the middle on the seam route.
I'm just about certain he got a play and he got him.
Yeah, 'cause they don't have a safety, so that's what I'm looking for right here from Love. Yep, just a little seam, but he wasn't able to get open. Uh, try to throw it deep right there for Zion Brown. As what Patterson does so well, and coach, I know I sound like a broken record, but every time he throws the football, you just know it's not going to get intercepted because he's going to throw it to where the defense can't catch it. And that's what we've seen right there.
Yeah.
And that pass was intended for Jay Monk, excuse me, not Zion Brown.
I tell you, Tyler has done a good job all year. Well, he surprised us last year, but this year he has shown that he's a real good quarterback.
Absolutely, he's a tall guy. He's not too big, but he can run. He can throw the football. 3rd and 7 as they hand the ball off to Lindsey. As Lindsey fights for those few extra yards, that's going to bring up a short 4th down.
Yeah, the Razorbacks did a good job of plugging the gaps. Linebackers came in and stuffed the gaps. We didn't have anywhere to go. Lindsey did a good job to pick up the 2 or 3 that he got.
Yeah, the Razorbacks are doing a good job of just filling those gaps. So Lindsey is having a tough time finding them. Plus our pulling guard and tackle are having a tough time picking them up as they're having to pick them up early because they're filling those gaps so hard. So it's having to be in a tough hole to fill for Lindsey. As we're going to elect a punt on 4th and 5.
It's a good. Oh,
That is a very good punt, but I don't think he got to it fast enough.
well, he just hit the ground at about the 5 yard line. Just took off into the end zone, but
Yeah,
Monk was right there. I thought he was going to get it.
I think that was a very good. That's good hustling right there. That was a very good job. As the Bobcats take over on defense at the 20-yard line. 8 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in this first opening quarter. 7-0, Arkansas High leads the Bobcats as Arkansas High comes back onto the field. I'm looking for them to. They love throwing the deep ball. They love running outside. I don't think they're gonna change anything they're
I
doing.
don't think so either. Hey, I think we know what they're going to do, and we just got to stop them.
Got to keep our outside containment. As there he goes, tries to get outside. Play action,
They
and
completed.
that ball will be caught. That was a great catch
Good catch, a
by
good
number
throw.
7 of Arkansas High. A little RPO action right there, coach. Just
Yeah, he got a slant route, and he read the cornerback. They got inside him and threw the ball to him. That's just a good play.
he was riding that running back with the handoff as long as possible till that guy broke on his slam. Just hit him. Brings up 1st and 10 as it will be an outside zone carry. And he will be hit and brought down for a very short gain. That's
KD Gully on the stop.
it's a great job.
Terry Gully came out of nowhere to make that tackle, but that's the kind of player that he is.
Absolutely.
He's running to the football, and that's just an outstanding job there by Monk. Excuse
Second
me.
and 6 for the Arkansas High Razorbacks. Little
On the
jailbreak.
screen.
Yep. That will be a fumble on the play, but it looks like they will recover it. Arkansas High will recover it. And that's going to be good enough for a 1st down. Right at about the 42-yard line, 43-yard line.
And they're already on the ball. We got to get ready to go.
And that was a little jump pass right there, a little screen play as they were just stacked up on the left side. And one went to block, one caught the screen pass. Got a good about 9 yards on the play.
I tell you what, that's a good setup and play right there. So many misdirections. You got to be able to read and keep your eyes on the football.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to let these running backs get outside, but this quarterback's doing a great job of finding these open passes. As it will be a run up the middle. It's going to be a good enough for a first down as he's brought down right at about the 30 Bobcat 35-yard line.
Yeah, KD Gully again on stop along with Jacoby Scott, number 6.
Yeah, Jacoby Scott, he came let's see, I want to say the Hot Springs game is when he started really coming
Yeah,
into this defense. He's been a good key factor again with this defense lately. As he's one of these new starters that we have. As that was another little play action pass right there, and he will break a couple tackles and run right into the end zone for Arkansas High touchdown.
I'll tell you what, Arkansas High getting a good push on us right now. I don't see the intensity that I've seen earlier in the season out of the Bobcats, and I tell you what, they're taking it to us right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think our secondary is really having trouble right now. I don't know if it's miscommunication or what's going on, but there's too many open receivers for our what our defense usually does. Way too many open receivers. Usually we get beat over the top.
Yeah,
We're just getting outmanned right now. We're getting beat everywhere we look.
yeah, I believe they're running a flood route and sending, you know, 2 or 3 receivers in the same area, and he was able to break a couple tackles to get into the end zone, but as a 2 or 3 receivers over, there, it's hard to know who I'm going to cover.
Yeah, this receiving core for Arkansas High, they got some pretty big boys out there. Easily 6'4". And that brings the score to 14-0. Arkansas High over Hope with 5 minutes and 47 seconds left to go here in this opening quarter. As Hope gets ready to receive this kick, they're probably gonna squib it again, Coach.
Yeah, I don't think they'll give Donovan a chance to return it.
I agree. I don't blame him.
Now, so he get to going north and south, he can go.
Yeah, I mean him and Lindsey both are they're almost identical. They want to just straight north and south, run as fast as possible, and just make them make a good tackle. And the kick is off. They're just gonna do a little squib kick on the right side of the field.
I think it's Jay Monk on to receive the ball on the kick on the 20-yard line. Is that right? Yeah, 20-yard line. Look like to me, might have could have caught that ball and ran for an extra 5.
Yeah,
And who knows what would have happened?
it's a little slippery out there. That's probably coach's call. Make sure we want
Yeah.
a fair catch almost everything. It's gonna be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from the 20, and they're calling unsportsmanlike on both teams,
Well,
giving a couple warnings.
we don't want to get into that again.
No, sir, not anymore. We just got a couple of our players back off suspension.
Yeah.
And it's good to see those players out there again. Try to have a good game right here.
A game like this here is a game about pride.
Absolutely. We got Lindsey going in motion. That's going to be a handoff to Gully as he just bulldozes his way through people.
Oh, great run.
Big time run right there by KD Gully. That's what I like seeing. That's what I was talking about last week when he was getting the ball. Is just go, just take off. Go as fast as possible. Make them make a good tackle because he's a big kid. It's hard to bring
Hmm.
down.
And a lot of credit got to go to the Key. Key had made a key block there on that pull and sprung him for the 8 or 9 yards that he got.
I agree. That's a 9-yard gain for Gully. It's 2nd and 1.
And again, Key got his kick, but we could not turn it up into the hole.
That's going to be enough for a very short gain. Look like a gain about 2 or 3 for a first down for the Hope Bobcat. Yes, it being a wet football night, we're gonna looks like we might stay away from the passing game for a little while.
We got doubles, no tight end this time.
It's going to be Lindsey making a cut back up the middle.
Just know where to go.
Going to be a no gain right there. This Arkansas High off front defensive line
Exactly.
is doing their job. You know, they're just holding people up and letting their linebackers come and make the tackle.
Yeah, when you see the push out of the line, like Arkansas High's getting a better push than we are right now. And like that nose guard is a big boy out there for Arkansas High.
Yeah, it is. He doesn't look like he's fat either. He just looks big, tall. It's going to be second down right now. Little out route right there to Jay Monk as he's just immediately brought down. Could be good for about a gain of 4.
I tell you what, Patton did a good job of getting that ball to him because it was pressure was coming. He got it out just in time.
Absolutely. It's going to be third down and 6 on the play. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here in this opening quarter. As the Bobcats are trying to march down the field, get them their first touchdown of the game. Got a little bunch set right here. Lindsey in the backfield. Going to be a pass play. He's going deep for Isaac Love, and Patterson
Oh,
throws an interception right there as he is brought down on the return right at about the Bobcat 47-yard line.
bro, I tell you what, it looked like Patterson broke his pattern for some reason. I don't know what really happened.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Love kind of started tiptoeing there at the end, trying to measure that ball up, but it just kept sailing on him, and he went right into the hands of Arkansas High.
As a receiver, once you realize you're not gonna get the ball, you become a defensive player. So next
Yeah,
year, someone else can't get it.
yeah, absolutely. It definitely looked catchable if he just kept running a little bit. Maybe size him up. Isaac Love is a lot bigger than that cornerback, so I believe he'd have came down with that catch, but that ball just kept sailing. First and 10 from about the 47-yard line for Arkansas High on the Hope Bobcat side of the field. Quarterback keeps it, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he just keeps breaking tackles as he's well on his way all the way into the
Oh,
right about inside the 5-yard line.
I tell you what, we didn't wrap up at all on the play. Uh, we had 4 or 5 people with their hands on him. Nobody wrapped up.
That's a big gain right there for Arkansas High as they're inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Arkansas High. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty, moves it back to the 19-yard line.
I tell you, the Bobcats got to play with more intensity. There's just not enough intensity out there, and no one really want to wrap up and grab a hold to something and hold on. Somebody get some help. It's not putting the defense that I saw earlier in the year.
Going to be a run play up the middle this time. Good for about a gain of 9.
Tell you what, the Razorbacks too have some hogs up there too. They get some pretty good sized boys. They're moving the feet well, taking the punch to us right now.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job on both sides of the ball, with up front especially. There's going to be another run up the middle. He's brought down at the 2-yard line.
Mm.
Yeah, it kind of looks like, Coach, we're playing a little slow.
Yeah, I mean, we just like we're playing in mud right now. We just don't have the quickness. We don't have no intensity, no fight in us right now.
Got a receiver in motion. That's going to be ran in for Arkansas high touchdown.
And I mean, he went in untouched. You know what? I tell you what, I've seen Bobcats play a whole lot better defense than what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, this looks like this is most definitely the worst we've seen them so far in this season. Starting off a game especially. Usually it's the opposite. Usually it's our offense that has a few little false starts,
Yeah.
a little few problems right there to start off, and our defense is really keeping us in the game. But here lately, in this game especially, it's the opposite. It's our defense not being able to wrap up on a few plays, giving up two big catches in the very first drive of the game. And our offense hasn't looked bad tonight, Coach. We've been running the ball very well.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, that pass from Patterson to Love right there at the last drive for the interception, it didn't look bad. It just kept sailing on them. It looked like we kind of kept running on the route.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Bobcats got to pick it up. It's going to get embarrassing quick if we don't go ahead and do what we need to do. And more than anything, is play with some intensity. Have a little fire. Put a little ants in your pants and start moving around a little bit faster.
Absolutely, especially in a game like this. We're trying to bring that trophy home. As they ended up missing the extra point, brings the score to 20-0. Arkansas High over your Hope Bobcats as they get ready to, I'm sure, squib this ball off again.
Keep that. I think it went out of bounds right there.
Yeah, it did. There's no reason for a re-kick either. I say we just, take the penalty,
Yeah.
get on the field.
Well, the offense is coming on the field, so we will take the ball where it went out.
Minute and 46 seconds left to go here in this opening quarter.
It's good field position right around the 37.
Yeah, we've been running the ball very well so far.
You know, we didn't get much out of our first drive, but we did push the ball down the field and punted and
Yeah, we got put in a tough third down situation
yeah,
where they were starting to stop our run game. We had to try to throw the ball, get a first down. We just went for it. That's going to be a keeper. And Patterson,
Monk.
that's Monk, excuse me. Monk kept it right there. It looked like we were in a little wildcat.
So that was good for about 5, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was a very good game by Monk on the keeper.
I mean, when we're getting 5 at a time, like, that's what you want to do. But gotta be consistent at it.
Absolutely. They're going to call that a gain of 4 for 2nd and 6. As Monk is still in there at quarterback. Got a stoppage of play with a sideline warning against Arkansas High. 15 seconds left to go.
There was a mix up in the backfield.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. Arkansas High leads your Hope Bobcats 20-0 right now.
Monk's back to pass and
That pass will be incomplete, brings up 4th down.
intended for Isaac Love.
There's 26 seconds left on the clock, Coach.
Okay.
Yeah, this monitor up here is showing us different times, but I can see the scoreboard from right here.
Okay.
Brings up 4th down and 6.
And Cameron Walton will be coming out the punt.
Yeah, I don't know if Patterson's hurt or what, Coach. That drive right there was all Monk in the backfield.
No, I don't know what's going on. I can't tell.
As that ball is fumbled, On the return, recovered by Arkansas High. Yeah, we had quite a few Bobcats around that football, just none of them wanted to dive in there and grab it, coach.
That's what it looked like. I'm telling you, it really looked that way.
And that'd have been huge right there, coach. I mean, we would have been inside Arkansas High's 30.
Tell you what, the Bobcats got a bow up right here. We don't need to let
Yeah,
them
we
score
got
here.
we got decent field position right here inside their own 30. Definitely need to step up right here. I'm looking for Staggers to make a couple plays along with Juan Ortiz. Our secondary we need to worry about this trips out here. They got trips left right now. Probably gonna run a little. We only got two defensive backs with they run a little screen play right here. It could be dangerous. That's exactly well, a little out route. Brought down by
Warner Teast and Jay Monk.
Jay Monk.
Tell you what, Monk is all over the field tonight. He's uh, kicking the ball, running quarterback, playing secondary. He's a fine little athlete.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Jay Monk this season. He's not been talked about a lot, but he's been one of our strongest weapons on offense, especially. Hasn't really dropped many passes. Has got couple touchdowns.
Mhm.
In a couple big games. You know, we played Parkview, and he got the only touchdown of the game. That was a really good touchdown at the end of the game.
Mhm.
Jay Monk is a really special player. He loves playing football.
Oh yeah.
And that will be the end of the first quarter with Arkansas High leading this game 20-0 against your Hope Bobcats. I got a couple supporting sponsors. We got Rolling Right Automotive for all your automotive and towing needs. Also, Brazil Oakcrest Funeral Home. Brazil Oakcrest, the funeral home we care. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff we got to start doing, coach. We got to start playing some defense, and that I don't say that lightly because we've been playing none so far. It doesn't look very good on the defense side of the football, which is kind of crazy to say.
Yeah, like I keep saying, I've seen the Bobcats play great defense this year, and right now we're just kind of flat. We're just not into the game. It just seems like we're not in the game. But I know Coach Turner will coach his boys up and get a better effort out of them.
Yeah, there's plenty of football left to play in this season. I don't think they need to be looking at these. This They might be looking at the records and saying, they're just tucking their heads right now. Is what it looks like to me. But there's plenty of football left in this season. That's not how we should be playing the rest of the season so far. This back half of the season. Show some pride out there and let's D up.
Well,
But,
beginning of the second quarter,
yep, start the second quarter. Arkansas High's out there already lined up. I'm sure they know what plays they're running. As the quarterback offense just lines up on the ball and the quarterback just gets the plays from the sideline.
yeah, that's I've seen that done before, but not like we saw with one team we played when they was in the hurry up mode and he was barking out signals and running plays on the
Hot
field.
Springs. That was the
Those
Hot
hot
Springs
springs,
game.
yeah.
That was a good football team. That's gonna be a false start. It's gonna be a false start against Arkansas High. It's gonna bring them back 5 yards, 1st and 15.
I
That's
tell,
gonna put them inside their 30.
yeah, I tell you what we need right now, the big play and get some motivation. We're just not playing with the enthusiasm that we need to play with. The intensity is not there. Uh, we gotta pick it up.
I know it's wet on that field, coach, but that shouldn't stop them from trying to make a big play, as you said. It's gonna be a little play action pass to the receiver, and he just breaks a couple tackles. And there he's on the sideline getting chased down. Cameron Walton's going to shove him out of bounds right at about the 20-yard line. That's a huge gain right there, cause that's what we were talking about. Doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, wow. I think I don't have a replay, but I think we had a shot at just knocking him out right at the beginning when he caught the ball and we didn't take it.
Yeah, he broke a couple tackles right there to get to the sideline. Um,
Well, like this one is coming back.
well, we just got a lucky break right there. I don't know if they called illegal formation, too many people in the backfield, or a holding call. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
But this ball is coming all the way back. That was a
Evidently, with
big
the
gain. That's a big gain. That's about 60 yards.
yeah, I think there had to be a illegal formation or something happened before the snap.
Well, we want to thank the refs right there because that was a big gain right there. That's going to hurt. As the score is 20-0, Arkansas High Razorbacks over your Hope Bobcats. As there will be a timeout by Hope, as I don't think this is going to be a good one.
But I can believe that the coaches are right now is trying to coach the boys up and saying the same things that I'm saying. We're not playing with the motivation that we need. You know, I know they know how to play football. We've seen them do it.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. They're just trying to light a fire under these young men right
yeah.
here. If you want to tune into this game, you can follow us on our Facebook page at Swark Today or on YouTube. Same thing, Swark Today. Yeah, but this is gonna be an interesting second quarter right here. I'm ready to see these coaching crew kind of light a fire under these guys, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Need to make some big plays, big pass breakups.
You know, sometimes when you're playing for pride, you know, you just got to take it upon yourself to say, I'm not going to let this happen to me and do your job.
Yeah, it kind of looks like we're manning up on these receivers.
Yeah, I think it's what we call a man free.
I like this. I like to see man coverage. I like to see who's better.
Yeah. When I tell you that long receiver, that looks scary to me. And again, he's going for the like he's going for the gusto. He will
Get
go all the
big,
way.
big acceleration right there. That will be all the way in for a Arkansas High touchdown. No flags on the play.
I mean, he just ran across him route. It looked like to me, and he caught the ball and just ran to the end zone. It's too easy.
Yeah, we're not getting a good enough. We can't blame it all on the secondary right now. They're not getting any sort of pass rush on this quarterback right now. I've been trying to say it's the secondary's fault, but to be honest, it's really just a whole, the defense as a whole, not no pass rush whatsoever. They're not getting back there at all. Got to have a better pass rush on the outside as well. As that kick will be good and it makes it 27-0 Arkansas High over your Hope Bobcats.
I tell you, I'm lost for words right now. I haven't saw the Bobcats play so slow before. I tell you, the Bobcats got to pick it up. It's not good for us right now. What 11:36 to go in the second quarter, and we're down 27-0.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking good right now.
I don't know if we've gotten the first down yet.
Yeah, we got a couple early on with Lindsey
Okay.
and Gully.
Right, right. We did. Yeah.
But these last three drives, no, we have not. As Arkansas High tees up the ball, getting ready to squid. Looks like they might kick it deep this time, Coach. Somewhat kick it deep. As that's a good return right there. I believe that's Lindsey on the return.
That's Lindsay.
It's a really good return. Brings them up inside the 50-yard line, right at about the 40, right at about the 44-yard line, as I
Tell
believe they're
you,
going to
that
mark
was
it.
a good return. And you know, Lindsay is going right up the field. He wasn't looking trying to run somebody around the outside, right down the middle.
Yeah, and I can
And
only imagine where he'd have been if he didn't bobble that football.
right. So we got a good start right here. See if the offense can wake up a little bit.
Yeah, it's good to see Patterson back out there. I was hoping he wasn't hurt with that last drive having Monk back there. As we're gonna have trips right now, and it looks like Gully's gonna be playing a little tight end. on this drive, Coach. Got him out
Yeah,
there in a
yeah,
three-point
sure
stance.
is.
As Lindsey has the outside, just can't quite break loose of one tackle, turn it up. It's going to be a very short gain, if any. Looks like they're going to give him 1 yard.
He was the right side of that line. With their pull job was not good at all. As a matter of fact, we got hit in the backfield and threw Lindsey off his course.
Yeah, it looks like they sent a linebacker in the B gap right there and plugged it up. I
Yeah,
mean, they're doing a very good job of stopping our pushing and pulling of our guards and tackles. It's gonna be 2nd and 10, or excuse me, 2nd and 9. They gave him 1 yard on that run. Patterson has all the time in the world to throw this football. Tries to throw it up for Love, just gets batted away.
that's a pretty good defensive play. We got to give him credit on that. I mean, he played uh, Love as well as you can play him just about.
Yeah, I like what we're trying to do with Isaac Love and Patterson. I like, they're trying to make a connection early on. It's just not there right now. That was great blocking by our offensive line. We had plenty of time to throw that football.
Hmm.
We just got to try to get open right there.
You know what I like about Love on those particular plays? He used his body to try and, like you would in basketball, to get a rebound. He did a good job of blocking the ball, but he gets got his hand on the ball.
Well, it starts right here. You see, they're pressing up about 3 yards off the ball. We gotta make the contact right there. That ball will be completed. That's a great ball right there to Jay Monk. That's plenty enough for a first down. Big gain of about 17 right there. But yeah, coming off the ball as a receiver against pressed man coverage, that's where it starts. That's what they used to say. That's the lineman challenge right there for
Hmm.
receivers. You want to get as physical as you can because you got 5 yards.
Hmm.
You got 5 yards to get as physical as you can. Throw them in the sideline, do something. Get mean out there. But it looks like we're just trying to get to our route. But it starts right there on
Yeah.
that press man coverage, right on the line of scrimmage.
I tell you what, Monk did a good job of concentration to hold on to that football too.
There's a flag. That's going to be a unsportsmanlike conduct against number 9 Arkansas High. As the
Yeah.
whistles were blown right at the line of scrimmage. They just drive him down about 5 yards behind it. Just throw him down to the ground. It's definitely going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. Personal foul, yes sir. That's a big play right there. You
Oh
get an
yeah.
automatic first down. 15-yard gain. That's a big one. As we're looking really good right now. Patterson's looking very good right now.
We're moving the ball.
Very comfortable in that pocket.
Yes, we're moving the ball and we're doing well. It's just a matter of don't break down, just keep going.
Absolutely. They're playing everybody in the box, coach. I don't know if you see that, but it looked like everybody was in the box. Got one safety and two cornerbacks. And we're trying to run the ball. Lindsey does a great job right there with being patient. He's standing behind his blockers. He's got two big guys out there at the tackles, just standing right behind him, and then he finally sees a hole open up and takes off in it. That's a great job by Lindsey
That's
right
a
there.
great job by Lindsey. And the pull blocks, they gotta just go ahead and drive through the blocks. It's kind of like stalemate and coming in and standing and not just really getting down into it.
It's going to be a gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5 on the play. As Patterson drops back, little one step, got some pressure. Couldn't quite hold on to their blocks on his left side of the line as Patterson goes down for a sack.
Yeah, that's just a breakdown in our line. We gotta, I don't know, the number 40 was a linebacker, so it must have been a blitz. He got to him.
Yeah, they've been sending one linebacker every snap. Kind of like taking turns what gap you want to go through.
Yeah.
You got to stay tight right there. You got to have your tackles take that big drop step, get around, make a pocket for him. It looked like it's going to be a little jailbreak screen, a little tunnel screen right there, but the ball was dropped. Brings
Yeah.
up 4th down.
It was thrown a little behind Monk, but I'm glad it wasn't a lateral.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Patterson did a good job about dropping back right there, making sure he throws that ball forward. That was bad.
Yeah.
About 4th and 7 on the play. Arkansas High leads this game 27-0 against your Hope Bobcats, trying to get in this end zone. as he sees Love, wants to pass it to him, and that ball will be tipped up in the air and incomplete.
Yeah, that's good defense right there. I think Love had a play for the ball, but the defensive player played a better role going after the ball and just blocked it away from the glove.
Yeah, he's just watching his numbers, looking and see what Isaac's gonna do. And once he seen him go up, he went up with him. Wasn't even looking at the ball. I don't technically like that style of man coverage. I like watching the hips because the hips show you wherever you want to go. But some people love
It must
getting
have,
up in the numbers.
it must have been a penalty on the play.
I think
Bobcats
it
got
I
first and
think
10.
it was unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
That cornerback was kind of jawing at Love, and I seen the ref go to grab his flag, but I think the line judge threw his.
Okay.
And that's going to be first down. That's another big bailout by these refs for the Hope Bobcats. As Isaac Love sets up for the screen, yeah, they just that see when as a quarterback right there,
I tell you
you
what,
gotta make a, but you gotta see that cornerback or safety coming right there because that was just too easy. And
yeah, I really thought it was going to be a double pass, but that cornerback came right up and just took it away from us real quick. I mean, by the time Isaac caught the ball, he was on him.
before the ball is snapped, they're manned up there. You can see it. That's not really good for a screen pass unless you really have someone that can really get out there from the line and chip block that outside backer, excuse me. But when you see that as a quarterback, you got to know, hey, that first option is not going to be there. I need to go to my second option.
Right.
Maybe hit him with a pump fake and then turn and throw it to that deep ball on the right side. That'd be your only play. That or pump fake and tuck and run, because that play was not going to be open with that type of defense. Timeout looks like it's going to be taken. We got 8 minutes and 43 seconds left to go here in this opening half. As the Bobcats are trying to get in the end zone, the score is still 27-0.
Yeah, I think Texarkana, the Razorbacks called timeout because the coach talked to the press probably about this unsportsmanlike conduct they're getting. These guys are showing no discipline right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. I love seeing that type of passion from a coaching staff. No matter, I don't care what the score is. There's no excuse.
No, there's no excuse for some of the things that we're seeing right now. Sometimes the difference between winning and losing is just being disciplined. All right, the Bobcats offense is on the field ready to go.
Yeah, if we get in the end zone right here, you best believe this is gonna end up being a good game. If our defense just decided to step up just a little bit, as Lindsey has a wide open lane outside, there will be a holding call. It's gonna be a touchdown. The same guy that threw the flag called for a touchdown, so it might go against, and they're gonna call holding on the offense.
Uh,
I was trying to sit there and look and see who was holding it. As soon as I seen that flag thrown, I was looking and trying. I couldn't see anybody. It must have been a guard or something. Someone on the inside.
yeah, I didn't see it either.
But that's definitely not what you want. Now we're on the outside looking in. We were inside the 10-yard line. Now we're outside of it now, uh, which is not what you want with the offense like we've had tonight.
Yeah, there's been quite a few penalties thrown tonight already.
It's gonna be right at the 18-yard line.
Second and 4,
No, it's gonna be second and goal.
second and go. Okay.
It's gonna be a
Bobcats
handoff
have
to
played
Gully.
power football.
Gully spins off a couple tackles right there. That was a really, really good job by Gully right there. Getting as much as he can, trying to break his tackles. That's what I mean when he runs that football. He's just so big and so fast, strong. It's hard to bring him down, as he didn't even touch the ground right there, Coach.
Yeah, I agree. Gully is a strong athlete, and and pretty well agile for his size, you know.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like seeing him just hit the hole as fast as, even if it's not open, just hit it as fast as you can, because you know in your head that you're going to be hard to bring down.
Yeah, I think Patterson is out of the ball game, and Monk is back at quarterback, and I wonder what's going on with Patterson.
And Monk's going to look to pass the ball, throws it in the triple coverage. But that's a pretty good ball though. Not gonna lie to you, he did throw it in triple coverage right there, but Love was going to be the only person to catch that football. That's a good ball.
Well, I tell you what, Love is drawing so much attention. There's got to be somebody else open on the field. He had
Got
three
to.
receivers on, you know, he's triple
Yeah,
coverage him.
three defensive backs covering one guy. You know, there's got to be someone else open. Brings up fourth down. They're saying fourth and 13, but they were inside the 10-yard line. It should be fourth and goal.
Yeah, and Patterson is back. Got tight trips to the right, and
Yeah, it looked like that was supposed to be a quarterback draw. Uh, I don't, I'm not quite sure, but
I don't know. It's just like what I don't know. The Bobcats are just not playing real good right now.
yeah, that was a good chance right there to get in the end zone, but maybe kick a field goal with Mr. Perfect, Ramos. Get on the board somehow. That's going to be a turnover on downs as Arkansas High takes over right at about the 23-yard line. 7 minutes, 37 seconds left here to go in this first half.
That's
That's
motion. That's
definitely going to be some
motion.
false start.
I tell you that running back took off running for everybody else.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Some of these refs have the yellow flags, and some of them have the cancer awareness flags.
And we got Preston Webb and a Chris Clare on the playing the cornerback position right now. Number 17.
Yeah, trying to show a little different looks right now. You know, got to try to do what you can.
The timeout. Like the Razorbacks are all running to the sideline talking with the coach like it's a timeout, but I don't think there's been a timeout indicated.
Yeah, the ball is placed. There should be a play clock going on.
Well, they're running right back to the football, so I guess they realize that they don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, play clock started about 10 seconds. It's at 10 seconds right now. Got 5 seconds to snap it. That looks like a busted play as the quarterback tries to tuck it. He would just throw it out of bounds. Definitely gonna be a holding call. I've seen it from here.
Tell you what, this has been a sloppy ball game. You know, Arkansas High have scored 27 points, but this has been a sloppy ball game so far.
Yeah, and they scored 20 of those 27 in the first quarter. Um, it's just been a really rough defensive game for us right now. Now it's starting to show on our offense as we had inside on the 8-yard line going in to score, and we just gave it up with a holding call. We had a touchdown, but they brought it back from holding, took it to the 18, and we just couldn't get anything from there.
They got a tight bunch, making quads coming this way with her. All these guys are just lead blockers.
See, that was a good pop, but he didn't wrap up. That was a great pop right there by Juan Ortiz. Just didn't wrap him up.
Yeah, well, Armstrong came in to finish him up. That was a good job by number 55, Corey Armstrong. Number 66, Brian Clemente come in to play the defensive end spot.
See, Coach, I don't quite understand right there. You know, we got someone wrapping them up down low. Why didn't we pop them?
Well, I saw the same thing, and I just don't understand that. It's not the defense that I saw earlier in the year.
I mean, that's back in the day, you'd be foaming out the mouth right there if someone struggling to break a tackle from down low, just come in and just smoke them up top. As that screen pass goes nowhere right there.
This playing, seem like we're playing so passive, and we're waiting for someone else to get the job done instead of, I do the job.
And they break another tackle for the loss. Tackle by KD Gully is right at about 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go.
I tell you, that's one thing you can count on. Gully's going to play do his part.
Absolutely brings up 3rd and 10. Excuse me, 3rd and 4 as they just changed it. 3rd and 4, 6 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Arkansas High has the ball, 3rd down. They're going to run a little outside zone, and he has it. He's brought down right at about the 46-yard line.
I tell you what, Cameron
Walton.
Walton had the right idea. He's trying to pull that ball out. And that's what we need some takeaways right now.
Yeah, that's another thing. You got to tie it up. You might as well go for the strip, do something. Just don't grab a face mask.
So the Bobcats will use another timeout. I tell you what, I see a lot of changes on the field of guys that hadn't been in the plate this year.
Got some young guys in there, some sophomores.
Guys, also we guys also got 59 Jerry Turner in there. We hadn't saw a lot for him this year, as well as I couldn't see that number.
Looks like number 15 right here
Well,
as a cornerback,
that's Aaron Monk. He has seen some action this year. He's not a starter, but he has contributed a lot to the Bobcats'
outside
effort
linebacker.
this year.
That's a good job by Juan Ortiz tipping that ball. As Juan Ortiz jumps up and tips that ball, makes it incomplete. Brings up
Yeah,
2nd down, 2nd and 10.
we got Brito, Abato, Brito, as well as the new face that's in the ball game, number 58. I think the coach said, well, these guys not getting it done. We might work, start using some people that we might see next year.
Yeah, I agree. As That's a good job breaking down. Get stiff arm, but the next guy is right there. That's a great job. That's exactly how you want to play that right there.
That's Cameron Walton, number 7, that made the play. A great job of just getting there and making something happen.
One of the first times we've seen him not take someone's ankles out, coach.
Yeah,
Made a great tackle right there. Brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
I tell you what, the Bobcat like they're going to bring the house. Right, loosening up some now.
He's just gonna run it right up the middle, try to get that 5 yards, and it's close, but I think he got it. And that's gonna be good enough for a 1st down. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in this opening half. Score is still Arkansas High 27, Your Hope Bobcats 0.
See, and this is the old push play.
I'm guessing they called him short after they called him for a 1st down.
Yeah, they called him short, and they went to old push. But I think that's something I've seen in the NFL
Look
this
like the
year with
Philadelphia
the
Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles. That's right. Yeah.
As that brings up a first down. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. And they're going deep. And he will catch the ball. There is a flag on the play. As it was called a touchdown. There's a flag on the play. And
Uh,
I think that's coming back off
uh,
offensive push off.
was it offense?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Gonna call it push off.
I tell you, Noah, it was Noah Cheatham on the coverage, and he was right in the right spot.
He just didn't want to go up with him.
But well, the guy made a great catch as well.
Yeah,
We don't have the numbers for the Arkansas Razorbacks, but I like to see our players playing hard and
yeah,
doing the right things, even in the adversity that we're facing right now.
that was number 4 receiver for Arkansas. As they're showing trips left. Because this is what I don't like about our man defense. We are manning up. That's why they're able to do these screen plays. That was a great job right there. Bad throw by the quarterback. But we're manning up with our safety with Walton all the way about 15 yards back when we only have 2 defenders cornerbacks up front. That's kind of tough to do. They're just gonna keep running these screen plays all night. That was a great job right there by Jalen Staggers.
Yeah, that out Staggers, the outside linebacker, got out there and wrapped him up, and no game. By the time the ball was there, he was there, and he's playing with a little intensity.
That was a bad pass right there. Man had to, on a screen play, quarterback made him jump about 3 feet in the air. That wasn't a good pass at all. As they're going deep again, and he's wide open, but he just drops the ball. That's number 3.
That's if they drop. When you say drop, that's a drop. Have nobody within 10 yards of him, he dropped the football.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about just a second ago. Is we're only, we're manning up, but we're having it's kind of gets confusing when you're playing 15 yards off the ball, and then you're bringing an outside linebacker to cover the inside, and you only got one cornerback out there. It kind of gets a little confusing when you try
Well,
to man
they
up.
kind of baited him up throwing that screenplay 2 or 3 times in a row and did sending
Yeah.
someone right by him deep. So,
Third down and 24 is what they're calling.
30-24.
hmm Timeout, Arkansas High. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left to go here in the opening half.
Well, I tell you what, the Bobcats need to take a deep breath and just come back and play basic football and just fire off the ball, try and make some things happen. We're not doing that right.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're only down by, we take the lead with 4 touchdowns. We're only down by 4 touchdowns. That does sound like a lot, but it's not. Anything can happen. We've seen how our offense could work. We can click just like that, and especially our defense. We can score on defense if we really wanted to, but it's just looking a little sluggish right now. We need to really step it up. And I can only imagine what this halftime is going to be like for our Bobcats. We want to thank Pafford Medical Services. Let us take care of everything. Also, Heather Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation, providing your loved ones with the care they deserve. Third down and 24 is what we're getting told as Arkansas High gets back on the ball, and the quarterback definitely that ball will be incomplete, but that should have been intentional grounding, coach. I mean, he was well past the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
yeah. You think he was?
I think that's the
Yeah, they
flag
got
on the
him. They
play there.
got him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was well past the line of scrimmage. I mean,
Like I said, it's been some sloppy football. It just hadn't been a real good football game yet.
you got to know as a quarterback, whether you're 5 yards back ready for a snap, you take a 3-step drop, you got 8 yards.
Yeah.
You got to know, hey, I can't run past 8 yards to throw this football. I mean, he looked like he ran about 10 or 11 trying to throw that football. Brings up 4th and 24 as that penalty is very smartly declined. They will be punting this ball. Decent punt. Looks like it's going to be stopped right at about the 14-yard line. I think they're going to give him the 15.
All right, here come our offense. Maybe we can get something going here and get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, anything can happen. That was a good job. We got a bunch of help from the refs right there on that defensive stand, but it was a very, very good job by our defensive stand right there. They had a bunch of big plays that were brought back, but we held our own, made them punt the ball, and now we're back on offense. Patterson's out there. See if we can't get a touchdown right here.
I got trips right. I guess it's Monk split to the left. Zion.
It's going to be a handoff to Lindsey, but he's just going to go nowhere.
We're not getting a push out of our line. I mean, we're stalemate. We're stalemating. I mean, we run into our blocks, and that's about it.
Yeah, they're blitz. Like I said, they're blitzing a linebacker every play. That time it was a outside linebacker close to us, number 27, who just went in there, and it's just making it tough on us to hold our blocks. And that ball will be.
It was
I think they're calling it
intercepted.
incomplete.
Incomplete. Good.
Nope, they will say the interception stand. That ball was intercepted by Arkansas High.
Yeah, Noah was on a post pattern, like a little line of thrown.
Yeah, and he had all the time in the world back there to throw the ball. That was a great job pass blocking, but that's just a bad ball, and we don't say that very often. Patterson just threw a bad ball right there. You know?
Hopefully, we can hold him out of the end zone.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Bobcats 35. See if we can't hold them out of the end zone right here going into the half. There's 3 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in this opening half of football here at Arkansas High. The score is still 27 Arkansas High and 0 for your
I tell
home
you what, right
Bobcats.
after a turnover, that's when we go for the long one, and that's
And
what they're doing.
yep,
He got the
that
catch.
ball will be complete, and he is taken down by Cameron Walton.
I just don't see the livelihood out of the Bobcats that we've seen early in the year. They're just kind of like going through the motions right now.
Yeah, you see, Coach, watch our front four. We're or front three right now. We're not really putting any pressure whatsoever. It's like we can't. We're just stuck. And I would agree with this blitz if it happens, and it did. I agree 100% with that blitz, and that's a great job right there, making the tackle in the backfield.
I tell you, Staggers is still playing. He hadn't given up.
I agree. We need to send some pressure because this front line ain't really cutting it right now. We're not getting back there. Not putting pressure on that quarterback. He's got all the time in the world. Whatever he wants to do, if he wants to tuck it, run, wants to run out of the pocket, wants to step up in the pocket, that he can do that because we're not putting any pressure on him whatsoever. And there we go. We got good pressure on him right now as he runs out of the pocket. He's going to keep it, and he is brought down right at about the 10-yard line by KD Gully.
That's Gully and Jerry and Turner coming from that nose position to get outside to make a tackle.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for Arkansas High. As you know, might see him run these next two plays right here. I wouldn't blame him. And they're going to drop back and pass. Has a receiver open in the middle. Elects to throw it outside. That ball will be broken up, but they're going to call pass interference.
Oh man, I don't know about that one.
So that's the thing. That's what I was explaining earlier. They're playing numbers, man. That's why I call it numbers. Whenever you're just looking at the numbers, waiting for his arms to go up. and that's how you get those pass interference calls. If you're watching their hips, you got their legs in your side. You can see when he's going to stop, cut.
Yeah.
You watch them hips, you see if he's going to jump, and you don't get as much pass interference
Yeah.
calls.
Well, I was watching the positioning of Cameron Walton on the coverage then, and like he was in the right spot for the coverage. I don't know if you know,
Well, yeah, what happened is that receiver dug in right there and just went up, and Cameron just kept running and ran into him, got get the pass interference called. And that ball will be ran up the middle for another Arkansas high touchdown.
I tell you that was our defense has got to come on and play. We're not playing at all right now.
Yeah, whatsoever. We're not. It's like we're not wanting to play, to be honest.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to get a two out of this here.
Yeah, just even a score line up.
And there he goes.
As that 2 point conversion is good, it's going to bring the score to 35 for Arkansas High and 0 for your Hope Bobcats with a minute and 28 seconds left to go here in the first half.
I mean, they line up in that old swinging gate, and there's so many things you can do out of it. I just assumed they would go for the, you
Yeah, and
know,
the one thing that they did was a quarterback keeper, which
I think
that
and he
shouldn't have worked.
virtually walked into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that shouldn't work in a swinging gate like that is it's the little quarterback keeper. And he got in there. Makes the score 35 to nothing.
Well, I'll tell you what, this has been some kind of football game.
Yeah, not a real good one to be honest.
No,
We come out, it looked like we were ready. Uh, Kicking the ball off, opening kickoff, and we look clearly we weren't.
we got a minute 58 left in the quarter. Bobcats back to receive. Think it's Lindsey's back deep.
Yeah, as Arkansas, they might as well kick it deep, run some more time off the clock, but he's not going to. He looks like he's going to squib it. As he did exactly what you said, coach. Might as well get a couple more yards out of it.
Yeah, that was I think it was Gully. I really didn't see what happened though. I couldn't
Well, Gully like lower. That was Gully. He lowered his shoulder and
smack him one.
yeah, yeah. As one of their
Oh, Gully's a tough football player. He's
one
gonna.
one of their guys tried to come up make the tackle, and it looked like he basically just turned him inside out. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat it. I don't know what. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Bobcats, right at the 25-yard line. Excuse me, the 35-yard line. As Lindsey just has nowhere to go. He's gonna get right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gain a yard.
Well, I think we have 28 as the running back right now. Ramiro Ford
Yeah, him and Lindsey are back
and
there.
along with Lindsey.
I
Yes.
did like what Ford did last week, coming in late in the game. He came in and did a really good job running the football. And that play will go nowhere. That's going to be a big loss of about 4 yards.
We're not getting any push out of our line right now. I mean,
They're
like they
about
were on the tackle and it was still in this stance almost.
It's going to be 3rd down and 12 with inside 20 seconds left to go in this first, opening half. Yeah, Coach, we're just looking like we're just going to run this timeout, get to halftime as quick as possible. Yep, 5 seconds left. Looks like we're just going to let it tick out, maybe one more play. As that pass will be complete to Jay Monk, it looks like, and that will end the first half. You got the score 35 Arkansas High, 0 for your Hope Bobcats. We want to thank Burke and Walker for this game. You can count on Burke and Walker to assist you with all your tax and bookkeeping needs. We will be back for your kickoff at in the second half. I'm Ryan Holly. I'm here with Coach Ricky Rhodes. And we'll be right back.
Network, bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
The red line is under the direction of Christy Wade and is led by Senior Captain Ainsley Richardson, Senior Lieutenant Grace Odwell, Lieutenant Bella Berry, Lieutenant Gracie Easley, and Lieutenant Healy Thomas Caldwell. This week's dancers of the week are Senior Sarah Beth Wheeler and Lieutenant Bella Berry. In honor of our rainy football game, the Red Line has a special treat for you. Tonight the Red Line will be performing a kick routine to Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Great job, Red Line. And our section of the week is the trumpet. We would also like to recognize our band seniors, Joshua Bolden, Corey Cheatham, Deborah Dillard, Zoe Fant, Oliver Golson, Sanaya Henderson, Maya Jackson, Jared Lee, Brianna Leakley, Matthew Parks, Savannah Roberts, Savannah Smith, Tyler Sutton, Noah Vien, John Wood, Kiara Wyatt, Bailey Pettit, Channing Watson, and Danny Roberts. We love you, seniors, and we will miss you. Now, prepare to be captivated by the mesmerizing melodies and vibrant rhythms of the Dreams of Persia. Under the exceptional direction of AJ Garcia, Andrea Green, Bill House, Derek Kemp, Lauren Eckstein, and Ali Gardia, this year's performance promises to be an unforgettable experience. Drum majors Emma Cahey and Grayson Narrans, is your band ready?
that goes in motion. Cool, quick, fast.
Neighborhood Network bringing you breaking news and sports coverage.
And we are back live for the second half of this game. We have Arkansas High leading Your Hope Bobcats 35-0. We are going to be receiving this ball. But before we do that, we want to thank a couple of our title sponsors. We want to thank Burke and Walker. You can count on Burke and Walker to assist you with all your tax and bookkeeping needs. Also, Diamond Bank, the natural choice for community banking. We're looking for a very different game of play here in the second half. Putting up a goose egg right now, and our defense isn't really playing too well either. Looking for a big turnaround in the second half.
Well, the Bobcats got to come out with more intensity than we had in the first half, and we just got to, you know, just play basic football and do things right. Right now, we're not driving off the ball very well. We're not wrapping up on tackles. All the basic stuff you need to do to win a football game, we are not doing. So hopefully, we'll get correct some of those things.
Yeah, we need to be a lot more aggressive too. Like we're just, like you said, we're not wrapping up. We're not. It's kind of like we're not even wanting to hit. I know it's rainy. I know it's wet out there, but that doesn't, excuse not hitting somebody, not wrapping up somebody. We're not wanting to get after the football on the defensive line. We're not putting any pressure on the offensive line. Not putting any pressure on the quarterback, especially. We're letting them get on the outside of us on the outside zone runs. Letting them get behind us on in our secondary coverage. A lot of things going wrong.
Yeah. Well, the Bobcats did come out in the first drive with some positive plays. Ended up punting, but we did have some positive plays and drove down the field. And then later in the second quarter, I believe it was, we did score a touchdown, got called back, but
Yep.
so
And that was a questionable hold. Like I
oh
said,
yeah.
I couldn't see it. It looked like the right tackle could have did something, but it looked clean, so it could have been one of the guards on the inside holding. Either way, it got called back, and we ended up having to go for it, and we got turnover on downs on that drive. Just a lot of bad football out there today. As we get ready to kick this ball off, it's gonna be another squib kick. Let's get a fair catch. Let's get this ball in our hands. Try to go down and score.
It's very deep kick. It's inside the 20, wasn't it? Yeah. 30,
Uh,
excuse me, 30.
Yeah, it was not that great of a kick.
No.
They're going to mark it right at about the 35-yard line. We got Patterson out there at quarterback. He came out a couple times in that first half. I thought he might have hurt something, but I don't know, coach. It might have just been let's give him a different look. But he's back out there right now with Lindsey to the side. You got Tripp to right, J Monk, the lone receiver, to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Lindsey as he just runs right into one of their defensive linemen.
I just don't see the emotions that the Bobcats need to be a competitor right now, and it's some things just lacking now. I don't know.
Yeah, number 50, that nose tackle. That's just a just looks like a monster of a man, but that doesn't excuse the other two. You got to drive at least one of them back. We're just kind of stalemating right there, kind of just standing up and
Yeah.
it's not creating any holes. And especially when we pull or push our tackling guards, we're not getting able to get past that line. And that's what forces us to do what we're doing right now, throw the football. And that's a great catch by Monk, but it's going to be incomplete. But there is no flag on the play. So it's going to be third down and about 9 to go.
Yeah, that ball's just a little underthrown, but I think it hit him in the maybe in the bread basket. They just weren't able to control it.
Brings up third down and 10 for the Hope Bobcats. Little pass rush, but finds Isaac Love up the middle, just can't haul it in. That will be an incomplete pass.
That
That
that was
was
Tamar.
Lin.
Yeah, Lindsay.
That was Lindsay up the middle.
That's a good great play call.
Yeah, good route, just couldn't quite
Yeah,
haul the ball in.
that's a good play call.
Brings up fourth down, and here comes Cameron Walton on the punt. Right at about 10 minutes left to go here in the third quarter as Cameron Walton gets ready to punt it off to Arkansas High. Bad snap. Can't pick up the ball as it's going to be a very, very bad placement of the ball is going to be brought back. Couldn't quite hold on to the snap, couldn't pick it up, and that ball will be fumbled all the way back at the 15-yard line.
Well, I
Hope's
tell you, when it
15-yard
rained, it
line.
pours, don't it?
Yeah, that's not good. They're gonna mark it at the 16, but it's Hope's 16-yard line. Arkansas High takes possession of the football, just in walking distance to the end zone.
But this may be our defense will bow up some here and show that we are a competitor. We want to compete and just give our offense a chance to score a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. We need someone to come up and hit somebody. I'm looking for Juan Ortiz to step it up. He doesn't like losing. Just looking for someone to step up and make a play as they come out in doubles with a single back formation, brings the receiver in motion, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be an outside zone, and he has plenty of room
Holding,
to
holding.
run. And he runs right into the end zone. No flags on the play though. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah,
Two
I think
flags on the play on
Staggers
the
was
far
being
side.
held the whole time.
That's going to come back. Holding against Arkansas High.
I got to be.
And we got some scores coming from the conference. We got Hot Springs leading Camden Fairview in quarter number 3, 14 to 12. Also, Little Rock Parkview against Hot Springs Lakeside, 42 to nothing. In quarter number 3, D Queen is tied with Magnolia at halftime. And we are here in Arkansas High, 35 to 0, going against your Hope Bobcats. With some scores from the conference right there. Um, as KD Gully makes a big tackle right there to bring up third down, I believe.
Yeah, I tell you what, Gully stayed at home and they got and the back ran right into him, so he wrapped him up and put him on the ground the way it should be done.
Brings up second down, excuse me, second and 10. It will be a fumble on the play, but it's quickly recovered by Arkansas High. About 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Third and 16 is the
I tell you what, it would be
yardage.
a bright spot for the Bobcats to hold him right here. I mean, something positive.
Yeah, because they got to go for it. I haven't seen a kicker for Arkansas High yet, so they're going to go for it. If we get a big stop right here, no big plays, they're going to try to find a big play in the air right here, no doubt about it. Quarterback is a little quick three-step drop, dances around the pocket, escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. He is immediately hit and brought down for about a gain of maybe 2 on the play. Brings up 4th down. That's exactly what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Juan Ortiz in there with Katie Gully on the tackle, and Jalen Staggers as well. It's a great job. That's a very different, very good job by our defensive front line right there, pushing that quarterback, bringing some pressure, and they will try to kick this field goal. It's going to be about a 34-yard field goal attempt. 35-yard field goal attempt. And it will be good as that brings the score to 38, Arkansas High to 0 for your Hope Bobcats. As Arkansas High's kicker hits that from about 35 yards out.
Here, that's a pretty good kick for a high school kicker too.
Yeah, it's not a real big guy either. It's a little small, little sucker out there. That's number 26, kicker for Arkansas High.
The Bobcats did what we wanted them to do. They held them at least to a field goal. But I was thinking maybe we just get a we'll hold them on 4th down as well.
Yeah, if we'd tackled that quarterback in the backfield right there, that could have been a different story. As that brings up about a 40-yard field goal.
Yeah.
But the quarterback broke a tackle, got a little bit extra yardage, and makes up good ground for that kicker. As Hope gets ready to receive this kick, they will be squibbing it again.
And it's out of bounds.
Some teams just I guess choose to do this. Just go ahead and get it out. Don't worry about the kickoff. Definitely don't give up a kick return. Especially with our returners back there. We've
Yeah.
been known this season to bring back some big returns. Um,
Yes, a lot of times the coach won't have confidence in their kicking team to cover, so they'll kick it out of bounds. And then sometimes you got those backs back there that you're afraid to kick the ball to.
yeah, absolutely.
So
Especially with the clock running down here, about under 4 minutes in the third quarter. Look for us to throw the ball maybe here, coach. Get the ball in the air, try to score. We hand the ball off to Lindsey on the first play, and he just immediately wrapped up, maybe for a gain of 2 right there.
but I noticed early in the ball game we were out of our front line, and I've seen them play good football this year, but we wasn't getting the punch that we needed, and it's showing now. I mean, the score shows it, and of course we see it right with our own eyes.
Yeah, the front line of the offense just isn't pushing anybody. I mean, I understand they got a couple big guys up there, but we've been playing big guys these last few weeks, and we've been getting better pushes. Uh, but here tonight, coach, we're just not pushing nobody. As Tyler Patterson drops back, throws a deep ball, and that ball will be incomplete, intended for Jay Monk. As that would have been a big gain right there, thrown into double coverage. Just luckily that wasn't intercepted right there.
Yeah, I believe Monk was on a go route, and Tyler read something. He thought Jay was open, but he was blanketed pretty much.
Yeah, it was just a really little quick fade route right there. Just took one drop, just chunked it up for him.
Um,
There will be pass interference called against the Arkansas High Razorbacks, as that will be an automatic first down. First and 10 on the 49, the Razorback 49. Going to be another drop, 3-step drop for Patterson. He sees somebody in the middle, just can't quite make the connection. I believe that's Isaac Love in the middle of the field.
hmm I think Isaac had a step on him that time. I mean,
Yeah, I think so too. He'd have just led him to the left side of the field
hmm
right there. That'd have been a big gain, if not
oh
a
yeah,
touchdown. But he kind of tried to throw it up the middle, which I mean is what you're taught to do as a quarterback, throw it at the goalpost. But when you see someone open, you want to try to lead them a little bit.
right. Let's give him a chance. That's when I was coaching, I said, just give him a chance.
I agree, especially with someone like Love. He's got good size, can jump, can catch. Give that guy a chance. As it's gonna be second and 10 as Lindsey takes it up the middle and it's hit hard, coach, right there. That's the first time all season I've
Yeah,
seen
I
him get
believe
hit
that's
hard,
forward.
and that is Ford.
Ramilo.
About a gain of 2 on the play brings up third and 8. Minute and 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. score is 38 Arkansas High, 0 for your Hope Bobcats. This is going to be a big first down right here, Coach. We got to get this one. If
We
not,
need
get
to.
close. Tyler drops back, and that's going to be
Intercepted.
another interception.
The ball was just a little underthrown. Again, I believe that Love might have had a step on him, but that ball's just a little underthrown. And
It's wet out there, towels are probably soaked by now. It's hard to get new ones.
yeah,
The wet ball out there, it's hard to throw deep. But that will be another interception for Patterson as defense steps onto the field right at about the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
I mean, the Razorbacks have made changes.
Excuse me, it's going to be 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter as we're trying to catch up on our little monitor right here. That's a big time hit right there in the backfield. That's Katie Gully, I believe,
KD Gully,
Coach.
yes, that's Gully again.
As these running backs have really been doing what they want this whole game, but right there, Katie Gully tells them that he's still here.
Well, he's not. He won't quit. He's just not a quitter.
That's what I like about our two inside linebackers, him and Ortiz. They just don't quit. Gonna have receiver in motion, a little pitch right there, and he's immediately hit by, that looks like number 52, Coach.
Richard
It
Cunningham.
looks like
That
Cunningham.
was Cunningham. That's a great play by Cunningham. Stayed at home, read the football, and made the tackle.
He got off the block is what I liked. I like to see him get off the block. Something we haven't seen all game. Our defensive front has been stuck on their blocks all game.
Oh yeah.
But that was a good job by Cunningham right there, getting off the block and making a big tackle. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Brings up the fourth quarter here in just a second. But with that, I'd like to give you a couple of our game sponsors. We have River Valley Tractor, your local Kubota dealer. Also, Farmers Bank and Trust, easy banking for busy living. Visit myfarmers.bank. Well, that was a great job right there on defense, Coach. That's what we need. That's what we needed from the start.
You are right. If we could have played this way at the very beginning and kept ourselves in the ball game, of course, it give us a little motivation to play harder.
Yeah, we wouldn't have
It could be different.
the constant clock ticking. It'd be a
Yeah.
different ball game. I'm not going to take away from their big plays. They made a few big plays this game. Beat us over the top a couple times. Had a couple good runs. But if we played that type of defense right there, it'd have been a lot harder for them to get those type of plays.
Oh yeah. But I said before, the Bobcats have played better defense, but
Oh yeah,
as the motivation level is not there tonight, our spunk, we just playing it. We're just going through the motions almost,
it's going to be a play action as we're getting good pressure on the quarterback.
and he just throws it away.
Throws it away. It's a great job by
That's
this
a good defense
defense.
right there.
Brings up 4th and 10. It brings me back to the Ashdown game. When I look at this Arkansas High team, it reminds me of how Ashdown plays. Not as fast. Ashdown was really fast and on the ball, running the ball, throwing the ball, very athletic. But our defense that game, Coach, is that's kind of the defense where we need to get back to, as we ended up beating Ashdown that game 14-12
Yes.
at the last seconds of the game. Very, very good defensive game. That's kind of the defense we need to get back to, and we're just not seeing that. As that ball
Well,
will
I
be
tell you what,
punted
the
away.
Bobcats all year long, early in the season, the Bobcats played well. I mean, we could have easily been one, two or three more games,
Yep.
but it just didn't happen for us.
Especially the first game against Nashville. We should have won that one. Had a
Oh yeah.
few big plays,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's the first game of the season, shaking off the cobwebs.
I ain't going back to that pressure game as well.
Yeah,
That's one we could have gotten.
that'd have been a big upset too, Coach.
Yeah.
All right, as Hope takes the ball here right at about the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hope Bobcats, trying to get on the scoreboard here with right under 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the fourth and final quarter at Arkansas High. We're in a little power backfield right now. Got Gully and Lindsey back there. There's going to be a little sweep to Gully as he is hit and brought down after about a short gain of 2 or 3. Brings up second down. I know the score is lopsided, coach, but if we're gonna try to score, I don't know about running this ball right here.
Well,
You gotta try, keep trying, throw it in there. I know you've thrown 3 interceptions this game. Maybe shorten up your routes, run some shorter routes. We did really well last week on those short routes.
I don't know. We don't want to give them the ball in this area down here, but
You're just getting 2 or 3 every run. That's not gonna get it.
yeah. But I tell you what, we do have a good looking line, and I've seen them play better.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
it seemed to me there's no motivation tonight. They just,
Going through the motions.
yeah, we're not getting it done tonight.
It's good to see Zion Brown out there again tonight. He missed last week.
Oh,
Lindsey had a hole, but he just gets tripped up.
yeah, that's a nice play. We got the this it's base. I think the blocking at the counter tray, with the guards turning up, tackle kicking out, all the way around, guard kicking out, tackle kicking up, and we had a hold in.
Yeah, that's a nice hole right
And
there.
I think Lindsey just lost his footing.
And Cameron Walton comes on to punt this football on fourth down. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Decent little punt and will be returned. Number 4 for Arkansas High takes it back for the return. That's a great tackle right there
Good tackle.
as he tries to hurdle him but gets spun in the air.
Yeah, I think that was Jalen staggered again on the tackle, and I'm not certain. I couldn't see it, but that was the jersey that I saw coming up.
Yeah, it's a really good tackle right there. Maybe to stop some momentum, but they do get across our 50-yard line right at about the 49 or our 49-yard line. First and 10 for Arkansas High. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. The score is still 38 Arkansas High, 0 for your Hope Bobcats. As we try to get another defensive stand right here, maybe get that ball back. And that's a fumble on the play and recovered by Arkansas High.
Yeah, Arkansas High, I think they made a change. They may have a JV team in right now just to run this clock out. But the Bobcats have got to just play better, and I know they are a better football team.
Yeah, I agree. This defense really just needs to. It's really just been a rough defensive game. Can't put it all. I know Tyler Patterson had a bad game, threw 3 picks. But we can't really put it all on offense. It's been a really bad defensive game as well. Bad game all around.
Well, I tell you what, this is the eighth ball game, or ninth ball game, and I have not seen the Bobcats play like this.
They get a big run up the middle, good for about a gain of 20 on the play. It's just no one was there. He had all sorts of running room. As we're starting to bring some subs into the
Yeah, I
game as
think there's a
well.
freshman out there. That's Katie Gully's brother. I can't call his name, but it's a Gully. He's a fine-looking specimen of a man. That's a ninth grader, Gully. I don't think his name would be on the roster tonight. On this roster anyway.
Yeah, there is an updated roster. We just couldn't get our hands on it as the game started pretty quick. That's a big hit right there in the backfield. Number 54 and
That's,
Juan Ortiz
yeah,
as
that's Jesse
well.
Barton, number 54. And he has been a good linebacker for the Bobcats for since his sophomore year. But they need any more on the offensive line this year, so he played in the offensive line.
Yeah, now he's playing on that defensive end, looking really good out there as he shed the block and originated the pop, and Juan Ortiz came and cleaned it up. A very good piece of tackling right there by Jesse Barton.
Yes, that's JJ Gully. I just remember it's J.J. Gully, number 60.
out there at outside linebacker. Little screen pass out here to the right side of the field. Gets a pretty decent gain on it. Not quite enough for the first down. Brings up 3rd and 2. 4 minutes left to go here in the last fourth and final quarter of this football game. Try to get another stop right here. Show some pride on this defensive side of the football. There's going to be a timeout for the Bobcats.
What I'm seeing on the Bobcat offensive line, defensive line right now, we got a ninth grader in J.J. Gully and got 59, Jerry and Turner. Of course, there's Barton playing at the other end, but those are some young players.
Yes, they are. Bart being the only senior out
Hmm.
of those names. That's some very young players getting some good reps in right now.
Yes.
Uh, seeing the future to come
Hmm.
uh, for their futures as sophomores coming up next year, getting some good experience out there. Maybe prepare them for what's to come in the near future for these young guys.
Well, it's nothing like game experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got a bunch of juniors out there as well. That brings up 3rd and 2 as that timeout's over with. Back on the ball. Got a receiver in motion. It'll be a fake jet sweep. Gonna hand it right up the middle. That's gonna be good enough for the first down for Arkansas High.
And that is the ninth grader, J.J. Gully on the tackle. I tell you, he's got a bright future for the Bobcats.
Absolutely, just like his brother before him.
Oh,
Gonna
yeah.
be a great football player for this Hope Bobcats football team. Got under 4 minutes left to go here in the fourth and final quarter of this football game, as Arkansas High still leads this game 38-0 against your Hope Bobcats. They're going to be moving to 5-4, and your Hope Bobcats are going to go be 2-7 as they throw a little jailbreak screen outside. Good for about 4 or 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching. I see J.J. Gully as well as his brother right there. It's gotta be a good feeling, I'm playing. I get a chance to play with my brother, before I get out of high school.
It's either going to be a good one or you're going to get picked on a lot.
Well, I think he's going to be a good one. I really
Oh,
do.
yeah, absolutely. No, Katie's a good kid. I can only imagine the younger one.
And he's a very good baseball player as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a great baseball player.
Now you're coming up my alley, coach. That's my sport right there.
Yeah.
As there seemed to be a flag on the play as that ball was brought back. Might have been offensive holding. A great job to come in there and clean it up. And that's number 60 to come and clean it up on the tackle.
That's the Gully
That's
kid.
JJ Gully. It's a big time hit right there, coming to clean that up. With his brother made initial contact, and he came in there and cleaned the rest of it up. Knocked the whole pile over.
Well, that's why I like to play the game. I mean, if I can't make the tackle, if I can just hold on, I know my teammates are coming
Absolutely, yes, sir.
and they don't want to carry the football after a couple of pretty big hits.
No, and that's what we were talking about earlier. On the sideline, they had him wrapped up in the ankles, but no one wanted to come clean it up. Just foaming out the mouth, licking your lips for those types of hits.
Yeah.
Little high snap. There's a little screen right there. Can be good for about 5 yards. Under 2 minutes left here to go in the fourth quarter football game. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3rd and about 15, I believe is what they're calling it.
Come on, Warren, get off the field.
Actually, 3rd and 23. Excuse me, 3rd and 23 coming up on this next play. Gonna be a little reverse right there by the wide receiver as he breaks a tackle but doesn't get away from J.J. Gully on the tackle. Big hit right there, as well as number 54,
Jesse Barton.
Jesse Barton on the tackle as well. But J.J. Gully brings him out with a big hit.
I tell you what, he's a ninth grader, not a sophomore, and he's playing fine football right now.
Absolutely. Playing really good football, wanting to get to the football, make the tackle.
Well, I guess you can call him a sophomore. His ninth grade season is over.
Yeah. Now he's suiting up for the varsity.
Yeah.
Gotta feel very, very good to do that.
Oh yeah.
Got 20 seconds left to go here in this final quarter. Gonna call a false start against Arkansas High. 10 seconds left to go, and I believe that's going to be the football game. Your final score is going to be Arkansas High Razorbacks 38, Your Hope Bobcats 0. Just a very tough football game on the defensive side. There at the end, we started picking it up with the backups coming in from both sides. Very bright future for this Hope Bobcats football team, just not tonight from our starters. We would like to thank Rolling Right Automotive for all your automotive and towing needs. Also, Burke and Walker. You can count on Burke and Walker to assist you with all your tax and bookkeeping needs. We want to thank you for tuning in. Go follow our Facebook page at SWARK Today, also our YouTube channel at SWARK Today as well. I'm Ryan Holly here with Coach Ricky Rhodes, and we'll see you next time.